So how you been? I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. I'm working from home now.
Oh, good. Good.
So I'm still at patient support.
Okay.
But I
Oh,
work.
they
Okay.
let you work from
Cool.
home, patient support. Oh, that's awesome.
So since 2022, yeah.
And we are live. You can catch us on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, Kick, and
Facebook?
that's it.
MySpace?
Facebook. That's
Pages.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll be right back with you, Howlers. Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas.
I'm Rico Savage.
It's Melanie.
And this episode is called Blood In, Blood Out. And we're going to start this off by saying Vato Locos forever, Holmes. Right off the bat. But we got a special guest. I'm going to have her introduce herself to our audience. What is it? It's a fine-ass mamacita right here. So
He's been practicing that all day. He's been practicing that all
I
day.
actually just thought that
He's been in the mirror practicing that all day. He's like, Rico, how should I say it? Should I say
Look at
fine
that,
mamacita?
Well, thank you, guys. My name is Claudia Gabriella Colin from the film Blood In, Blood Out, where I play Joker's girl, but I'm your fine mamacita.
Hey, fire.
Fine Mamacita. Like, I loved that movie. Like, I watched it literally like a million times.
I grew up on it.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about how you got in the movie.
So
Go in the mic a little bit.
we're gonna go. So I was actually out to dinner, early 1993. I was going out to dinner with a big nightclub promoter.
Okay.
And we went to Louis XIV, the French restaurant on Melrose, and I forgot the cross
Fancy.
street.
Sounds fancy.
Fancy.
but,
I'm like, were you even a chola back then?
I was only a chola in my life for 8 hours.
Oh,
movie?
The
dang.
film, yeah. So that's the experience I have there.
Okay.
But so I was out to dinner, and my date stood up, went to go get a bottle of champagne to sell. I don't know what we're celebrating, but that's when Damien Chapa, Jesse Borrego, and Benjamin Bratt walked into the restaurant. And one of them came up to me, gave me their phone number, told me, hey, we're filming. You'd be perfect for this part. Come and audition. And so I took the card. I thought, now this guy's picking up on me. So I just
Yeah, I was about to say, he's trying to slide right now.
so-
He's trying to slide the
just-
digits.
Right? So I just stuck that number in the boot. And time went, like 2 weeks went by. I had this rule that I don't call nobody back right away.
Right
look
away,
desperate.
yeah.
That was just
Yeah.
a rule. I'm not
We're not
desperate,
thirsty out
right?
here.
Exactly. So 2 weeks passed by. I'm like, okay, well, I got nothing better. I'm going to call. So I called this person, and they told me, they're auditioning. Taylor Hackford is going to be there. At this point, I don't know who Taylor Hackford is. So he tells me it's in downtown LA, like past Broadway, like deep into the warehouses. So I called a bunch of my girlfriends, and I told them, I'm going to go audition. Come follow me, because this guy, he looks kind of crazy.
That was before we had
There's no
like
dropping
tracking
location.
my
Yeah, you can't drop
location.
location.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, you got to follow me. And if I don't come out, call 911.
Yeah.
So we get to the warehouse, and I'm thinking like, oh no, this looks abandoned. It doesn't
Looks
look
suspect.
right. Yeah, kind of.
Was it Burbank?
No, it was in downtown LA.
She's
like
deep.
closer to the river.
Oh, the East LA.
Yeah, like closer to East LA. But again, it was broken windows. It was just an abandoned warehouse. So I tell my friends, okay, if I'm not back in 10 minutes, make sure you call me. This freaking crazy guy is probably hacking me up. So call.
Yeah, you gotta
So-
be careful, especially if a woman.
You're-
Like it's
yeah, it was
you have to
23
be
years
safe.
old,
Yeah,
yeah.
young, beautiful.
when they came in, you didn't know that they were actors at the time.
I had no idea.
Okay.
I didn't know who they were. So again, 93. Benjamin Bratt still not established.
Yeah.
This film made a lot of people.
Yeah.
So now I go into this warehouse, and I'm kind of looking around, and I see an older white man sitting behind a desk. So I calm down. I'm like, okay,
He's white. We're good.
He's white. We're good. Yeah.
Those are the crazy ones.
like,
those are the ones that's chopping you up.
It is. But you're like, this is legit. This
But
is legit.
I don't know what. I was 23 years old.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And you
I
didn't
was
have
scared.
an agent back then. You weren't like already in acting.
No,
you just
not
went
yet.
just
So that's the time where I was doing pageants. I wasn't
Oh,
acting. I
okay.
wanted to get into acting. I was modeling and doing
No,
pageants.
that's why they swoop.
Mhm.
They're like they
so
knew.
yeah, I was,
I just-
and I didn't have anybody to represent me and anybody to give me advice.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing this on my own. So when I walked into the office where he was sitting, Taylor Hackford, and again, I don't know who this guy. He was a big time director, but as soon as I walk in on the couch, there was Jesse Borrego, the guy from Fame. So me as a child growing up in the 70s, I used to watch the program Fame. So he was the first brown face that I seen that would look like me. So I was like, oh my God, he was there.
Yeah,
So
it's a
when
trip.
Taylor Hackford told me, okay, you're going to be at a party. You're going to check him out. He's checking you out. He's going to come dance towards you. You're going to slow dance with him. And then you're going to make out on the couch. So I was like, okay, I got this. So, I mean, I don't even know. It went like this. It went by too fast. All I know is Taylor Hackford said, you got it. You're in.
Right then and there.
Right then and there, I got it. And I
Nice.
walked out. I didn't care that I got the part. I had to go tell my friends, guess who I just kissed? Jesse Borrego.
Oh, man, that's exciting.
It took me like about 2 months to realize, like, oh my God, I really got the part.
Wow.
So, and then I ended up going to not hair and makeup, to dressing. We had to go get our uniform. But the lady in wardrobe comes out with a beautiful lace bra. And again, I'm 23 years old, very naive and innocent. And she tells me, she gives me this bra. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. I have my own. She said, no, honey, they're going to remove it. I'm like, no. You don't understand. I'm real Mexican, like the real thing. I have 3 brothers, an old school father. If I take anything and my chichis are on the big screen, they're going to grab me from my greñas and tie it to the lowrider and parade me naked up and down and those come out. So I quit. Thank you very much. And I left. So here's this girl, young 23-year-old that wants to get into acting. And we all know how Hollywood works. How many people are wanting to have the opportunity that I had? And here I come in, little 23-year-old Chicana. I quit. No, I can't do that. I left. But I got a call back.
Oh my God.
And they said, well, how about Joker's Girl? Joker's Girl didn't have lines to start with.
Oh, so they casted you for a different part in the
Yes.
movie.
For Joker's Girl. Because I was originally Crucito's backseat girl.
Yeah, okay,
party
the one
girl.
in the back. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
you got it.
I don't know backseat.
So,
in the backseat.
but do you like wish that you had that role? Or you like the role you had then?
Well, if I
Like now.
So
you know?
this is the difference, and this is what I think, and I feel that it's very important to get out there to the public, and especially that little girl that's sitting somewhere wanting to be an actress, and what do I need to do to get in? Is that if I would have taken my clothes off, and poor Alina, beautiful actress, she didn't get her name in the credits, and she did talk. She did have speaking roles.
words.
Yeah, she are you píntame, whatever she was saying. Are you gonna paint my picture or whatever she said? And then obviously when they were making out, she was saying some words. So she should have been SAG qualified at that point because when
She had lines.
Yeah, you had lines. You get SAG qualified, Screen Actors Guild. So, but I did. I said my words, and my part didn't have lines. It just so happens that I really got into character, and it came out.
Yeah.
And so I say
You said like so they're watching or something like that, huh?
stop, well, exactly. Stop it, baby doll. They're watching.
Yeah.
And
So that just
then-
came out. That wasn't in the lines.
No, it
all
just
heavy.
came out. It just
That's
came
crazy. So you
out.
just like put it. You
That's
just
I
threw
love
it in.
that.
So you
though.
freestyled it then, basically.
Yeah,
You freestyled it.
yeah.
I love when you find out like lines were not meant to be
I know,
in
that's
a
cool.
movie, and it's like
It worked out.
that other is it the Temptations where ain't nobody come to see you, Otis?
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
that one too. That wasn't,
That wasn't, yeah.
planned to be in the whole movie, but that's awesome. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and then when they come up and then they grab him, I said, I yelled out, "Leave him alone, you fucking chavalas!" yeah.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, back in the 70s, the cholas did fight alongside their
man.
They did, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're vatos. So
They would start trying to hit you and everything, back of the head,
no,
all that
they-
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we still do that, huh? That's Latina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we still do
Crazy.
Let a little
still do.
spice in us still.
Yeah. We can't shake that.
Yeah. No shaking
Yeah.
it. Sorry, guys.
No.
So have you seen the other actress that didn't get credited? Have you seen her since that then?
I have not, but I did hear that she went to one of the meet and greets, and that's how we found out her name, because I didn't even know her name till recently.
Oh, really? And she was like the same age as you?
Yeah, from what I was, someone told me that they modeled her after me. Yeah, so that's why a lot of people think that's me. But I have to tell everybody, no,
It's
that's
different, yeah.
that. Yeah, her hair is a little bit slightly longer. Yeah, so that's not me.
So you obviously don't regret not taking that
I
part.
don't
Because you
regret.
actually came up.
Because I'm here
Yeah.
because of that.
And I
that-
think
that's
too,
the-
I think too, the fact that you stood up for yourself and you didn't like lower your
Moral
boundaries
standards.
or your boundaries, your standards. It kind of just showed like your character, and you know, they still wanted you, so it showed more like they saw your look, and the fact that you were able to stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Like it kind of all worked out.
And a lot
in
of
your
people don't
favor.
do that, especially nowadays
Yeah.
with the
Oh,
rumors
man,
you hear
they'll
They'll
now.
sell their soul.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
sell their soul for anything now.
Even with the
It's
kid shows,
crazy.
even with the kid shows, they had that thing with the Nickelodeon where they, you know what I mean, they felt and they knew that someone was wrong, but they didn't say nothing. What the show came out with like 2 months ago on Netflix about them getting, you know what I mean, touched and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it's like
you know.
it's crazy.
that's
Yeah, I
wild.
think television has a big influence on society, and it's like you,
For sure.
and a lot of people just fall into it, and they just
They want it so bad right then and there.
and so it's like they just accept it, and it's like no, you still have to be true to you and your morals and what you believe in, because at the end of the day, no one's really fighting for you but you.
But yourself, and that's another thing that I'm using my platform now is to educate people that, again, that young person or that older person that wants to break into acting, because there's really no age. Anybody can act, but it's just you have to be yourself and respect. If you have, I mean, you know what you want to do and what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
So respect yourself. And I mean, there's room in Hollywood. We need to get more Mexican American actors out there. We don't
Yeah.
have enough.
Oh, I know. That's
we don't have
real.
enough,
Yeah.
and we're stereotyped. We're criminalized because of the lack of resources that we grew up. I mean, especially when you're a product of immigrant parents. They don't speak the language, and you're on your own.
Yeah.
So that's why I say when I was growing up, I didn't have no one to tell me, be careful, you know.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy's out there, you know, like, and so in my innocent mind, the white person seemed to be the angel. They don't do nothing. You know, they don't do nothing. I see magazines with Marilyn Monroe, beautiful, kind-hearted, and you know. So again, you don't have that education. You don't have that guidance. And
Yeah.
so I had to
I
find
think
my way.
we need more of that as like as far as resources go, because like you said, there's a lack in it, and you know, not a lot of people know where to turn to if they even wanted to get their foot in the door. Where do they start? You know, a lot of people are like, oh, take acting classes, and it's like, cool, you didn't take any acting classes, so it just depends on like what you're driving for, and if you really want it, go get it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you can't
there's always a way around. So, and I remember when I can't mention this name. So one of the big names now, used to give me rides back and forth from the whole deal. And I remember him telling me, you know, I took acting classes in New York and the
Juilliard.
Juilliard.
Juilliards and blah blah blah, and look at you, you're not serious. And you know, I just felt like either you have it or you don't. You know, and I'm one of those persons that I feel like you're gonna get what's raw, what's me, and I can get into character. I had it since I was little. I remember in preschool, in Long Beach, they had a play in my preschool called La Primavera. It was an all-Latin preschool, and they had these costumes of owls laid out, and then they had the background kids with the flowers on their head. And I went. I wanted to be the owl, so I wanted to be a main character. I wanted to be in the front. So I'm climbing in this, and this lady goes, "Oh no, you can't. You have to put the flower on your head. You're in the background." And so okay, I did my show, and I did whatever I had to do, but when the curtains closed, I ran to the curtain and I opened it, and I was thanking everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Mwah. And so it's like I loved being on stage. I love being in front of people. I'm not afraid. And even after that, growing up, when normal kids run, you go to the park, they run to the playground. Oh, if they had a stage, forget the swings. I'm going there, and I'd get up on there and I'd tap dance and I'd be dramatic. And I was just very drama. I had it. I still am drama.
Yeah.
So that was your first acting gig then, right? That was your first major acting gig, or first one?
For what?
For Blood In, Blood Out.
Yes.
Okay.
I did some commercials. I did some over abroad. I went to the Philippines. I did the Johnny Leeton show, which is like the Johnny Carson show here. What else? I can't even remember. But I did little commercials for Univision. I did an infomercial for Laura Fabian.
Okay. And during that movie, how was your experience? Like, I mean, because this is your first time. You're 23 years old. The cameras, I mean, all that. Like, how was that?
It felt natural. This is
okay.
I'm not.
Where you supposed to be at?
Yeah, this is what I was born to do. So
okay, that's so good.
I was
though.
in my spot. I was in my zone.
Your comfort zone and all that.
Plus, I knew all the main actors. I was hanging out with them back then. So I just felt like at home. And then obviously I auditioned with Taylor Hackford, so it wasn't intimidating. So when we recorded, right before we recorded, because they wanted to blow up the car. Well, you know how there's a scene on the hilltop where the car the gray car had the windows blown out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they told us we don't have budget, guys, to blow up another car. So make sure you fucking say your lines right. He like threatened us. So
pressure.
yeah, so the pressure was on, and that's why when he said that, my oops, it came out.
Yeah.
It made it better though.
Yeah.
I work better under pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the greats
That's how
work under
diamonds are
pressure.
made,
Under
shit.
pressure, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How did you take the stardom and the fame, like, and then your family and
So I
friends
remember-
and
Yeah, that's a good one. What is
So
it?
I remember. Okay, so the first when I was in the makeup chair, my mother. That was the touching part, because so growing up, I have to take it back. So growing up, immigrant parents, not educated. I used to tell my mom and dad, I want to be a movie star when I grow up. And then I remember, sorry that I'm gonna throw you under the bus, but my dad used to say to me, have you ever, when you look at a magazine and you look at an angel, what do they look like? And then I was so confused, like, well, I don't know what, Dad. Mija, they're blonde, blue eyes with rosy red cheeks. And I was like,
Dang.
Mija, do you know why they call it the city of angels? Because everybody's beautiful. And we're just poor Mexicans, baby.
Dang.
Oh, hell no. When he told me that this poor Mexican's going to become something.
it was
one
at
day.
that moment. It
You
was
know-
at that
you know
moment.
that's-
Fire. Like, no, you can't tell me no.
You know that's told to a lot of Mexicans though. 'Cause, like I have so many like family members that's been told to.
Yeah.
It's crazy that's the way they talk to tell them.
And it's
Like, nah, man,
horrible.
you can't do it. You can't do
Yeah,
that.
like,
They're
yeah.
all white. It's like, damn.
No,
Like,
yeah, but
I understand. I mean, in a way, I understand it is because what they've been through, so they're projecting it on you without knowing they're projecting it on you,
Yeah.
because they couldn't do it or it wasn't possible for them, but they don't know yet because so you basically breaking, you know what I mean, like barriers and
Exactly.
generational curses.
well,
yeah, exactly. And so when I was on that makeup chair, and I invited my mother. I wanted her to see firsthand my first film. I wanted her to see
She
me
came?
in the makeup. So she came in 5 a.m. 5 a.m, and she walks in. She goes, she starts crying. Oh, my Hollywood! She called me Hollywood, and then she goes, "Oh, mija, I'm so proud of you. Look at you with your Playboy body," because that's what she called me, Playboy too. I was like, "Mom, don't say that. That's bad.
Your Playboy body.
Don't say that. Don't say that, Mom."
Yeah.
But yeah, she
Mom's
was so,
always gonna be supportive, especially
Yeah.
no matter what time it is.
Oh
She'll
yeah,
be there.
yeah.
That's crazy because I was just having a conversation yesterday about this, and like it's the topic right now. So you know how that new Snow White movie was made, and that's I almost think like because there's a lot of different ethnics in that movie.
Yeah.
She's Palestinian, and then the queen was Israeli, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is like we already have like Mexicans have a tough time getting acting roles. Different ethnic groups, regardless, have a tough time getting acting roles. Now this whole thing happened with that movie, and it's like it bombed. There's a lot of like she was talking a lot of mess about the movie. It's like I almost feel I was literally having this conversation. I go, I feel like there's gonna be more of a tough time of different people from different ethnic groups getting jobs right now doing that because it bombed so bad. They canceled everything anything that she has going on. They canceled it all.
That's
So
horrible.
and I'm thinking like, dang, I have a feeling this is gonna like hit. Like I really have a feeling something like that's gonna start hitting for like other people of different ethnic groups to get like jobs and acting jobs.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh man, we're just gonna stick with who we got. You know
Well,
what I mean?
Well, that's why I feel that as a race, we all need to stick together and support each other. And right now, unfortunately, our people don't like to support each other. They hate on each other. I don't know why. The women like think we're stealing their men,
Yeah, it's very competitive, very jealous, a lot of insecurities. It's like
we have to
sometimes you
break
have to kind of just get over all of that. It's not always about yourself, you know. You
Especially when it comes to business.
Yeah, keep it professional. Keep
You know
it
what I mean?
like keep your focus.
I feel like that's like a middle class thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like they just hate on each other. They don't want to see somebody else come up. When they do, they act like it doesn't exist. But if they see them making moves,
Then
all of a sudden they want to be like,
they want to jump on the
"Oh
train.
damn, I want to jump on the
Clout
train."
chaser.
Yes. So it's kind of crazy because how that goes. Like if you help support, you know, you got like we always talk about. You always have the people that you don't know supporting you. It's always the stranger. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, the family members come in when you needed them then.
Hey, cousin.
Now you don't need them now.
Exactly.
Like I needed your support then. Now I literally don't care if you repost our
That
stuff.
hap-
You
that
know what I
That's
mean?
crazy
People
to say
who-
that because now I have cousins I've never heard of.
Yeah, see?
You know, they're
Family
reaching
coming out
to
the
me.
woodworks.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
That's how it goes though. Like they all start reaching out. They're all like, "Oh my god," but they don't even know you before. It's crazy.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
So, you know, I try to be a good person. I embrace everybody. I don't care. You know, we're family, and that's not going to change anything, regardless if you look for me back in the day. So my family, we kind of grew up a little bit different. We grew up near a gang neighborhood, and most of my cousins grew up in gang neighborhoods and became gang members. So they're all tatted and they're all just, you know, they have their own style. And then here comes us where I became an actress, no tattoos. I wasn't interested in being a gang member even as a child. I remember third grade, they wanted to jump me in tortilla flats, I think it was called.
I remember that tortilla flats.
Tortilla flats. I lived in Torrance, so they wanted to jump me in, and I used to come home crying, Daddy, take me out of the school. Like, they want to beat me up. Like, you know, I was a big
You were just a
chicken.
good
Did you
girl,
have
huh?
a lot of like haters, like growing, like girls hating on you? I
When
can
you're
imagine.
pretty though, girl, you get
Yes,
hated
they-
on like big
I
time.
have men hate on me, too.
Oh my god,
That's when it gets really bad. Like when men hate on you, that happens.
So I see it in the
It's
comments
called
like
success.
I
But
know. I
it's
see what you're
weird.
going, bitch.
It's just so
I just-
weird.
it's
I think
weird,
it's
no.
weird for a man to hate on a girl,
It
though,
is.
or a woman, like
especially
you know
on
what I mean?
social media.
Hey, but it happens
You know,
all the time
I
now. These men
know.
are
You know
sassy
what?
nowadays,
I
man.
love it.
They're sassy.
You gotta love it because when they hate on you, that means that you're
doing something.
good.
It
You're
does,
doing
but it's
something.
still annoying. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
it's just-
come on, like, dude.
Yeah, it can. It is.
But when
It
the
is
dudes hate
sometimes.
on girls, I feel like,
But
man.
I embrace it too, like how you said, you know, you kind of just embrace it and then you show who you are and you're like, oh, I don't care, it doesn't bother me. You can
just
hate
flip
all you
your hair
want.
out. You just flip your
Yeah,
hair.
I flip my hair. I'm like, I'm still here. I'm not going nowhere.
I'm still getting paid.
Exactly.
And you're watching
right
when you could be working.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been doing like a lot of like tour stuff lately, like going to a lot of
Meet and greets and
meet and greet
stuff?
stuff.
Meet and greet.
So how's that been?
That's been it's going very well. I have an amazing agent at DJ Law 951 on Instagram, Peter Ruiz from Ruiz Entertainment. Yes, he keeps us busy. He's an amazing, amazing agent. I have to say that. I mean, I work with different agents and agencies, and you know, the famous complaint for the agents is they never find you work. My agent has got me recognized from the state senate, from the county of LA, and city of Pomona, which represents a lot for me. I hold that one very near and dear to my heart. Because I used to be in a foster home when I was 17 years old, and I was abused in that foster home. I won Miss Pomona 1989.
Nice.
But I was in this foster home, and when I was supposed to go to LA County Fair to get crowned, my foster family, out of the blue, decided to say, "You're grounded, stay home."
Well, they were like the Cinderella story.
Oh, I
You know
was a
what I'm saying?
Cinderella.
Like,
I was a Chicana Cinderella for real. But
the
they were
stepsister.
evil. They were evil. So this
People are just messed up in the head.
they
man.
are. She should not have had a license for. I mean, I witnessed so much. I turned her in anyways. But they went and they came back with my sash, my trophy, my crown, and the roses, and they threw it at me and said, "You won."
Oh.
I was
Shit.
so heartbroken that I missed my first ever pageant, that I won. And so
That's
to
ruthless.
come out of Pomona with that ugly story, and then now 30 years later, I'm here, and the city of Pomona recognized me. Heck yeah.
Awesome.
I love it.
What
So it's a
pushed
big
what pushed
circle.
you after that? After you not being able to go, like what made you still even want to just be social and just be who you are? Like how come it didn't break you?
I don't know why it didn't break me. I had it in me. It was my.
It was
part of my
her dad
identity.
in her ear, like, no, you're not blonde hair, blue eyes. That was your dad's voice. I feel like was the fight
that's-
in you.
Yeah, you get that fight when they don't believe in you and you know you can. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
It can either make you or break you. I think at
Yeah.
the end of the day, and I feel like because like you said, you had that confidence. You're like, I'm gonna do it.
yeah, and I think that my personality is very strong. I know that it can be intimidating to people, but I mean, really, when they get to know me, they know like, oh my gosh, she's so she's sweet, she's kind.
Yeah.
I don't really.
Have you ever have you thought about doing anything, or are you coming up in anything that we would?
Oh
No?
Uh,
yeah. Any new projects?
Well,
Yeah.
there's a few things coming up that we're working on. I can't discuss those yet. The one that I just did was with Mr. Homicide, The Higher Power, where I'm going to be playing his mother in that film. They have some actors from Blood In, Blood Out, Mi Vida Loca.
Mi Vida Loca. I remember that movie.
Yeah, so yeah, there's some names in there too.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was my first one coming back, but there's some projects out there.
I heard, or I think I seen something. I don't know if it was social media or what, but they're doing a sequel to Blood In, Blood Out too, or like
What? Really?
So-
another one.
Hold on. Are they?
Yeah.
No
I
way.
I was like,
Really?
I was like, no, don't do
So-
it. Don't mess it up.
I know. I hope they
I-
don't.
you know-
I'm a little afraid of that because
Yeah.
everything is so died down, and like because of everybody's like sensitive now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, how's that
Cancel
gonna be? You know what I'm
culture.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
I noticed that there's music, movies, everything is getting
Redone, yeah.
and it's sad because where's the creativity?
Yeah.
Now I know Latinos, Chicanos, Mexican, we got a lot of stories. I have a lot of stories.
Yeah.
I've had guns to my head, knives to my throat. I'm lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
And it's like, but no one's writing. No one's like getting it out.
No one's
there.
being original.
Exactly. So now I feel like, okay, this is our moment right now. We need to start writing. We need to start getting our people to let's film. You could come on, you're the camera guy. Let's help me write. Here's
Right.
a timeline. I'll write the story out. We'll figure it out. Let's come up with scenes and record.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely like helping each other more.
Okay.
Helping
Is it
each
better?
other, and like we said earlier, just not kind of like shying away and being so like what is it called? Where you like
Distance.
push them to the side because your insecurities. You want to include them if they have a talent that can help you. Support it, embrace it. Like, why not? What is it? What is it gonna hurt?
Everybody wants to be the number one,
yeah.
and they don't know. Like sometimes number two is the position that you're meant to play for that time. And the person that's next to you, if they're number one, who's next in line?
And that's why you have to have an
you know what I mean?
agent
So-
like Peter.
Exactly.
That we have an amazing team right now, and we're growing. And I feel like I can work with this team. Everybody has something unique that they can offer. We can grow together. We can help each other grow. We support each other, and that's very important. And like I said, this film, I'm going to be writing a film, and I am going to be I want to use the people on my team because I feel like we can grow together and support each other, and there's so much talent, So yeah.
There is a lot of talent out there. It's just it's undiscoverable because of the resources again.
Yeah. How did you meet your agent?
So I was doing a meet and greet in San Bernardino. I forgot the name of the show. Do you remember the name? Christmas in summer or something like that.
Christmas in July.
July.
Okay.
So when I did that meet and greet, wow, the line. First of all, it looked like a swap meet, and then you had a line that went out the swap meet down
The
this
Waterman?
industrial. Yeah.
Waterman Discount Mall?
No, it wasn't. But it was huge.
Yeah.
It looked like it. It was a big parking lot. And then, what was that place? AFW.
Okay, yeah.
So a big parking lot. Then you had a line that went all the way and around the block just to come up and get their autograph.
For you?
Yeah. So I was like, wow. We have a big, strong following in San Bernardino. So, what was I saying? Blinked out.
Where you
how
guys
did you meet your
yeah.
manager?
So he was actually working there. He was there, and we just started talking. He had a security there that was helping me out because I came by myself. At that point, I was representing myself. I didn't know I had worked with one other agent, but again, that was the first one that found me, that told me that 30-year anniversary. We're on tour.
I think that's when I ran into you again, or was it a little bit before that? Because you did a meet and greet with, it was the 30th anniversary for Blood In, Blood Out.
That was
and I was at the
Plaza
event
de la
too.
Raza.
It was my
Yes,
30 years.
and so I know you had a different agent. It was someone else. I didn't meet him, but yeah, I think that was a really big turnout too.
Yeah, that was a very big turnout, very good show. Yeah, that was good. But no, that was before I met him. Before I met Peter.
Okay.
That was before. But yeah, so it was in San Bernardino.
Okay.
Is
And how'd you guys start chopping it up? Though, like he just was like, just come on tour with us, like.
But no, he just came up and introduced himself, and I just started asking questions. I saw I believe he was showing me some posters of some other artists that he represents, and I was like, wow, these are actually high quality stuff. And he just started talking, and we exchanged numbers, and then we talked a little bit more, and then I told him, I'm looking for an agent. Would you be interested in representing me? And so we made an appointment. We met up, and he just brought a contract and showed me all his stuff, like how he works, explained everything, how everything works, and I was sold right there. I knew that this guy was professional. So
How long have you guys been working together now, or with the agency now?
I want to say about a year.
3?
Oh, 2 years.
Two?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And-
Time flies. Wow.
How important do you think it is to have an agent, like for what you're doing?
So, you definitely need an agent because there's sharks out there that will take
Yep.
advantage of you. Like I said, I wasn't thinking of coming back to acting. This is now, it's been 2 years. 2 years that I'm back, and when I first met this person, they invited me to do a meet and greet. I show up. This guy told me, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have that for you. I'm gonna have bobbleheads. I'm gonna have keychains. I'm gonna have all this merchandise and blah blah blah.
Overselling.
So yeah.
Oversold.
So yeah, and I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. So I'm there. They had not even a name letting people know who I am.
Oh,
Damn.
my gosh.
And I was working with another actor, big actor, very seasoned actor, from Blood In, Blood Out and a bunch of other stuff. He didn't even know that I was gonna go there. So when I showed up, he felt I think he was upset, not with me, but with the agent, because I'm here in his space, and nobody wants someone that they don't know who they are. He didn't even know who I was.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, I could tell he was annoyed. And then halfway through the show, he was, come on, and we have Joker's girl, come take a picture with her too. And then he started introducing me, and then I started making money, but he didn't pay me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he ran with the money. So,
Damn.
but let me tell you how petty it was. It was under $100. It was under. So really,
He fucked himself.
like,
What an idiot.
I'm not a starving actress.
Yeah.
I live a wonderful life in a beautiful home, very humble. But you know, those $100, $200, that's not gonna kill me. If you need it that bad, whatever, keep it. But I know what type of agent you are, and I don't work with that. That's a rat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't work with
Read
rats.
a little bit from the chat.
Yeah, he
no
ran
rem-
off with the cheese. So
Right, right, you rat.
Yeah.
yeah.
No remorse. 951. Yo, what's up, cuz?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Angel Adam Garcia. Can she speak?
yeah.
Do that. Brett Skinner. What's up, gang? What's up, Brett?
So, Brett, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. No remorse. She
She's
was fine as hell years ago. She's still on point.
Much
Much
love.
love.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you.
So, what do you think? You'll be able to do like comedy roles or horror or anything diverse, like
You
something
know,
like that?
Whoa.
I'm open.
Just
Yeah, I get a lot of people that want to do horror films. That want me in
Scary
horror
movies?
films. Yeah, so I would do it.
Those ones like pop too, the horror films.
Yeah, comedy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would do
Yeah.
comedy too. Yeah, there's so much that we can do, and we need to open those doors. And yeah,
Yeah, that would be cool. So like, what would be your? Okay, so I know you said you're gonna be in a is it a movie or a show that you're coming up in?
oh, this one it's a movie.
Okay, so it's a movie. Okay, so what's your next step? You want to just keep acting? You want to dive deep into this right now? Is that what you're looking to do?
I do. I want to get back into acting, and I mean, I'm just gonna wherever. This is how I see it. God put this back on my lap. This is the third time Blood In, Blood Out comes looking for me. So,
Oh, so that's what happened. They came looking for you.
they
to come.
came looking for
Okay.
me. They knocked on my door and they said, "Hey, you know you have fans." And I was like, "Yeah, right." And they're like, "Yeah, it's a 30-year anniversary. Come out, blah blah blah." Again, that one agent that ran off with the money. That's when I saw the opportunity of making money. I'm a businesswoman. I have two business, a construction company and a daycare. I love children. This is my form to borrow your kids. And then now, darn it, now they know who I am. So now I'm the celebrity babysitter. But I love it. I love my babies. But yeah,
So you
I
have
saw
your
the
hands,
opportunity.
you have your hands in like kind of a lot of different things. That's good. You're just
Yeah.
a busy
Well, I think that's good.
Entrepreneur.
Well, I think that's
Entrepreneur.
good because your mindset is business, and people are just not going to screw you over. And it's not like, hey, I'm going to lose out. You know, like they're trying to screw you over. It's like I don't need you.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, I don't need
I don't
them.
need to. You're not like, oh my god, I need them so bad. You don't.
Yeah.
You know. You.
See, I knew how to manage myself, but I feel that it's important because I have so much going on. I run businesses and I'm not willing to give up my businesses or my children. I need an agent, and I need someone that's loyal, someone that's going to be working for me and helping me grow. And with this agent, like I said, I'm very happy.
Well, agents can get you in the door that you didn't even know was there.
Exactly.
So they have all these connections. They have this. That's what they do. So they do stuff. I feel like everybody has their place. You know.
Yes, exactly.
And you do.
First-
People do need agents. They need good ones,
Definitely,
obviously.
especially for that person
Yeah.
out there that's listening that wants to get into acting. I get a lot of questions about this. Where do I start? The best thing is get an agent. You need to audition, get your agent, and from there they will guide you. They will be like your parent. You gotta listen and follow what they tell you. But yeah,
Follow instructions.
follow instructions, very important.
I think that's the hardest thing is trusting someone, especially someone you don't know with like your life pretty much, you know? It's like your image, your brand, and trying to trust someone to guide you in the right direction so that way it doesn't kind of like hurt you in the long run or they're not taking advantage of you. It's just hard like to trust, because like you said, there are sharks out there, and there's people that have, you know, different intentions and will take off with $100
Well,
instead of being
a whole
giving and
$100.
sharing. You know what I mean?
What the heck is that about?
Let me
man?
take you back. Let me take you back to 1994. So I know that sound effect. So I'm 25 years old now. 24 years old. 24, 25. And I used to be in pageants, and I wanted to continue throughout my pageantry and go for Miss Universe, but I ended up acting, and I kind of dropped out because from that I was like, oh, I like acting, I want to continue. So 1994 Miss Universe Charlene Gonzalez, she's a good friend of mine. She won Miss Universe, and she went to the Philippines and continued with her acting career over there. So I go to the Philippines, and I did that Johnny Litan show. And after the show, I was staying at the Shangri-La Hotel in New Manila. And I went out with my friends. We were out having a good time. And that evening, I'm staggering back to my room.
Uh-oh.
Again, I'm 25. Johnny Litan was about 60 years old. I can name drop that guy.
Oh.
But this old man, he was in his 60s back then, okay? So this guy was on my couch with my little robe. I don't know. He's a 6'3", 6'4" guy. I remember looking at his hands, and hands and his feet, and I remember seeing the big fingers, and I was like, this guy. For an Asian, I was like, wow. What is this? What do you guys say? What are those?
Oh my god!
But yeah, he was in my little robe with a bottle of champagne, and then Gabrielita, you know, I can get you a movie deal, a 6-movie deal in 1 year. I can keep you busy, and you will become a big-time celebrity. And you know, from doing the show to the next day, when I went to the market there, people started like, Miss Mexico. I was Miss Mexico back then. So, Miss Mexico, and autograph and taking pictures in the supermarket, in the street. It was like an instant in the Philippines. And for him to be in my hotel room, now I'm there. I didn't tell my dad or my mom that I was going to the Philippines. I've been there for about a month, you know, at this point.
Wow.
And all I know is my passport was in that room. And I remember one of my friends that I met out there was telling me like, oh yeah, some of these girls go to the Prince of Brunei. They pimp them out over there. Oh, and I'm like, oh hell, I'm gonna be pimped. You know, oh hell, I'm going to Brunei.
Right
guys.
away. Girls always freak out. I'll be pimped out.
Oh my gosh, yes. So I ended up, I had to put my acting skills, and I told Johnny, you know, Johnny, I don't like guys my age because they're just players, and I like money, and I like security, and you're an older man, 60 years old again, right? You're an older man, and I know you can take care of me, and you know, I'm attracted to you, but Johnny, I don't like unclassy men. This is so disgusting how you're acting. Is this how you are with women? And then, oh, Gabrielita, I'm so sorry. You know, let me, I make it up to you, and I'll take you on a proper date.
Oh my gosh.
So I had to, you know, play it off. And so he apologized. He leaves. And thank God the next day I found my passport. I went to the airport, called my dad, collect. Dad, I'm coming home. Stand by. If I have to sleep 1 week in the airport, I don't care. But the guy is going to sell me to Brunei.
Oh my God.
So that's the only thing I was thinking. And
I'm
that
sure
guy
your
too.
dad was like freaking out.
Oh,
On that.
yeah,
Like, what?
You never know, though. Especially back then. It's
Yeah.
like you can't get found back then, really. You know what I
True.
mean?
My
it's
organs
harder.
would have been
There was
sold.
no tracker or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Damn.
I mean, I
scary
feel like
stuff.
it's scary still now, but there's easier ways to track, you know, your
Yeah.
locations and
Yeah.
all that stuff. But
Yeah.
that's
It is still
scary.
dangerous. It's still dangerous being young, naive, and not knowing, again, being a child of an immigrant parent, that they don't give you advice. They don't really
Yeah. know themselves. Yeah, so
exactly,
they can't
so-
really guide you or teach you or tell you like what to look out for because they don't really even know.
Exactly. So
They're kind of too busy working, too. Like, that's
That
usually what
too,
goes on.
yeah.
Huh? They're working their ass off,
Exactly, yeah.
trying
They
to
were
make
hardly
money.
home, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have siblings?
I do. I have
Do-
3 brothers.
Do they act or do anything in the industry?
So my brother Hugo, he passed away in 1990.
Sorry to hear
99. Yeah, 99. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, he was a very handsome guy. A lot of women always went after him. But anyways, he was modeling, and he did also. He was in a film. I wish I knew what film, because I know now he's immortalized somewhere out there. But yeah, very attractive young man. He got into modeling. Then I have George, which is a business owner, entrepreneur. He does really good. And then I have my baby brother, which is the crazy one of the house. I don't know what he does. He's the surfer guy. He's a beach bum surfer.
Yeah.
Like literally.
And you guys all grew up in Long Beach or
in Redondo Beach, Torrance.
Redondo Beach? Okay.
Well, they did. My parents divorced when I was 10 years old, and so because of that divorce, I jumped around a lot. So I moved from Torrance to San Diego to LA to Pomona to Pacific Palisades, Malibu, LA, all
You
over
just
the
went
place.
all over the place.
All over. So I can't even say that I have a high school that I graduated. Well, I didn't graduate, by the way. I actually had to drop out because I think I was in 9th grade. No, I was in 10th grade. And they told me that, what was it? I was in 10th grade, and I was about to go to 11th when I found out you don't have enough credits. You're going to have to start back in 9th grade. And I was like, I'm not going to be no baby Huey graduating. How embarrassing. Yeah, I'm going to be the oldest one there. So I was like, no.
super senior.
Yeah, so I dropped out. But another thing, don't be ashamed of dropping out. If an 18-year-old can pass the GED, you can too. And that's the mentality I had. I realized like Roblox, I'm not getting anything. If I need a good job, I need at least a GED to start there. So I was so intimidated by taking any exam. I hated school. So I was like, wait a minute, if an 18-year-old kid can do it, why can't I? So I went back, I took the exam and passed. So
Congratulations.
So it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah.
Drop out of
know?
school, kids.
No, don't drop out of school. No, don't drop out of school. But I do believe. He said it, not me. Don't do it.
You know he didn't
No.
graduate.
We gotta educate
Anything
ourselves.
is possible. You just got to put your mind to it. I
Exactly.
think that's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
You just really have to put your mind and heart to it. So
Yeah.
What about writing? Have you gotten into writing or directing?
No, not yet. But I'm going for it. I'm doing it all this time. This is I'm gonna do it all.
So can you tell us a little bit about what movie? Because you said you have a lot of stories and you want to start writing a script. Do you have like an idea like that you can share? Can you share anything about it?
So there's so much that I can share. A lot of people keep telling me, Claudia, your life is amazing. Wow, everything that you've done and how where you
Experiences,
started,
yeah.
and there's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
have you thought about writing like a book, or you want to just do like more film?
I am gonna also do a book. I'm gonna do the book, and then I want to
That's
do
a good
the
idea to
film,
do a
and then I
book.
want to direct and produce my film.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it all.
Who's gonna play you?
I'm not sure yet.
Your daughter, little mini you.
I don't know if she would be perfect. She would be perfect because she actually looks like me when I was younger.
Yeah.
There's a picture of me I have to share some other time, but where back in the 90s, the rock was still, the rock and roll was still there, the heavy metal, and they had sent me to an audition, and I had this medium brown hair, lighter than yours, but she has it like that right now, but it was long, wavy, and big, and they sent me to this audition, and I just picture her. She has that same look. She can do it. Yeah.
What would you say to her? Like if she, like how your dad said to you, like you can't do it.
Oh,
Like
I supported her. I actually had a very different parenting style with her. I have 2 daughters. One passed away, and 22,
sorry to hear that.
which is she was 33. She was my baby girl, but and this is my baby now, and it was just 2 different styles. I was learning how to be a parent, and then now I knew like okay. I did it right with this one. Everything she wanted to do, I supported. She wanted to get into acting and modeling at a young age, and I took her to an agency up in Wilshire, Beverly Hills. And let me tell you, I don't start from the bottom. I went to one of the top agencies, but you
gotta go for it. Go big or go home.
Exactly, and you just can't be intimidated. But they closed the door, Anna. They shut the door, Anna. But it's okay, and she didn't like that, so it was kind of a little hard for her. And she was little. So, but you know what? Eat your heart out, guys, for that person that closed that door on her, because right now she's, I think she has over 100,000 followers on Instagram. She's a Fashion Nova ambassador model.
Nice.
She's a beautiful girl. And next week she's going to get, no, on the 31st, she gets pinned. She's an RN. She's going to be an RN.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And she's going to continue to go to school to become a nurse practitioner. So, I
Nice.
mean, she has a maid.
That's good.
I know that she's
Just
gonna
like
be
her
able to
mama.
do
Like
that.
her mama,
Have her,
yeah.
Mhm.
Get
She
it
has
from
a
her mama.
backup plan, and then her dreams and
Yeah, yeah.
aspirations.
So I think I kind of already know, but how did you guys meet?
Through our 9 to 5.
Yeah, yeah.
So that is how you
We
guys
were,
met.
Yeah.
we worked together at one point,
Mhm.
and I knew that she was getting into acting and
Yeah, I think back
dancing.
then I was doing a lot of like background work or extra work.
Mm-hmm.
I've always
I
done.
don't know. That's how the mail.
Yeah, this is a lot you
Look
don't
at
know.
Mel.
I mean, but anyway, it's not about me.
Find out you on some novellas or some
But
shit.
you know, yeah, when
I
she told
actually
me-
did do. It was like a New Year's special with Telemundo.
Oh shit! So you wasn't on novella?
Yeah.
No, not a novella. It was
Oh.
like a special, like a holiday special for
Okay.
the New Year. So we were in Nukoyama, I think. It was a bunch of us. One of my friends at that time kind of got me into it, and it was actually I enjoyed it. It was cold, but we were in the trailer just chilling for a little bit. It was. I mean, I love, like how you said. I just enjoy being in, like, it doesn't matter, just being involved. It's just being a creative artist in whatever it is that you're doing. I'm a creative person. I love doing like scrapbooking stuff. I like just having my hands in different things too. So, but yeah, that was originally how our conversation started way back when.
So you were
Yeah.
like giving her tips and things like that.
Yeah, I told her, something about her reminded me, and I think I told you.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
there's
you said it
something
too.
about you that reminds me of me when I was your
Yeah.
age. And I was telling her, just go for it. Don't let no one put you down. I was giving you all the advice that I didn't get.
And I think at the time I was married to, so I had my hands involved in a lot of different things, and I was meeting people, and I was kind of like climbing, but it was just not being supported on the my marriage and stuff. So I was a new mom too. I had just my daughter, but he understood for the most part, but it's just that extra push that I needed, I wasn't really getting, and it was hard because I was like in a in between phase where I was trying to figure out my careers and my goals, my dreams, and then still having to be mom, wife, and young parent. It's just it was a lot. So I think I did take a step back, but I've been trying to get my foot back in the door little by little.
Blood in, blood
Again.
out part 2 or what?
You never know. You never know. We'll see. Yeah.
Remember the
You
lines.
guys will be the ones in jail and all that stuff in the movie this time.
The female.
The female is the
Female
dedications
version.
dedications this time.
Actually, that would be good.
Reverse
good
the roles.
idea.
Yeah.
We need
Shit.
something like that.
Yeah.
We need
We do.
Yeah.
Not just a TV show.
I'll pitch the
but-
story. You guys. Yeah.
No, I have a cousin actually.
Right.
Lisa Lozano, my beautiful cousin. I don't know if you guys saw on Instagram when I think last year I was asking my fans my supporters to help me write to the LA District Attorney Gascon to help to review. I just wanted him to review her case. She was 16 years old when they incarcerated her life without parole for having the wrong friends, being at the wrong place at the wrong time with the
Life?
wrong
That's
people.
crazy.
Again, this is what happens with a lot of children from immigrant parents, that you have two roads you can select. And again, you don't have those resources, so you either go with a gang life or you go straight somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
So she got life without parole. And pretty much the crime was pinned on her. She was there, and she didn't call for help. She was threatened. So I would have done the same thing. I'm pretty sure everybody in this room would do the same thing if someone said, you better, if you say something, I'll kill you, right?
Yeah.
You're 16 years old.
Yeah.
Believe it. Yeah.
The other person did murder someone in front of her. So she was there and she
She was
didn't call
scared,
for
yeah.
help. Yeah. So,
I mean,
It's-
that's hard.
it's a horrific story because she was also pregnant.
Oh my
And
Damn.
yeah, she was young
crazy.
and my beautiful girl. She ended up having life without parole, but she was released a week and a half ago. I
No
wanna say.
way.
Maybe a
Oh,
week.
shit.
Yeah.
How long ago did she
Finally,
get locked
thank you,
up?
Jesus.
though?
30 years.
30 years.
30 years.
of her life.
Yeah. So I mean, there's and that's not the only. There's a lot of people that were incarcerated as children, people of color that we have the short end of the stick, and that needs to be taken. That needs to be taken serious and also looked into. There's so much to do. There's so much work. I wish I could do all of it, but I just. And then there's Frankie Carrillo Jr. Same thing. He was running for, I think it was the District 54, I think, East LA. But there's a lot that needs to be done.
Yeah.
So a lot of injustice.
Is there any organizations that you work with that you want to
I
give a shout out?
don't, but if there's some organizations that want to reach out to me, please reach out to Peter at DJ Law 951. That's Reese Entertainment. This is why I'm here. It's not about the fame. It's not about, yes, I want to act because that's my passion, but at the same time, I don't want to waste it all just on myself. This is not about myself. This journey is to open doors for other people, people that have been in my shoes, that walk that walk, and bring awareness, like I said, to all the injustices that we've been through and that still goes on, and people don't talk about it.
Yeah, so it's like you have like a purpose more this time around, because you said this is like your third time around coming back into the scene, and it's like now you're finding your purpose, and you're using now your platform to have that voice and reach like a bunch of people out there that don't know.
Right. Yeah.
That's good. That's
right.
awesome.
Yeah. If there's anything you can, because we actually went way over, but I wanted to keep it rolling because it was going good.
Yeah.
But if there's anything you want to tell the audience or anything you want to say, right here,
Any upcoming events you have to?
Anything
I know
you wanna
April
talk
6th,
about.
you're going to be back in the day in Victorville. I don't know.
Yeah.
Other places.
So it's going to be April 6th.
Oh,
April 6th
Haruka
at
Valley.
the Pizza Plug in
This is
Haruka.
why he gets paid the big
Haruka.
bucks. This is what
He's prepared. Yeah. Yeah. The
We need this
Pizza
guy.
Plug. Yes. So guys, April 6th at the Pizza Plug. You don't want to miss this one. There's going to be, it's me, Chivo, and Valente. There's going to be Angel One magazine with a few of their models. Who else is there? I don't want to forget anybody. Did I forget anybody? There's going to be lowriders there. E-Sizzle. There's going to be entertainment, live entertainment. Guys, come out and have pizza with me. And June 28th, Back in the Day Super Show in Victorville, California. Come out and party. There's going to be vendors out there. We're going to be there. Our team is going to be out there signing autographs, taking pictures. September 6th, End of Summer Car Show and Cruise in San Diego. That's another one, super fun. If you guys are in the area, come out. Check it out. A lot of fun. Whoa.
She thought she was in the movie again.
You thought you were in Blood Out?
She thought she was in the movie again. Joker done got her shot.
Give us a warning. Got me. And then of course, near and dear, my Pomona, September 28th at the Hope Fest in Pomona, guys. Oh my gosh.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
deck right now. She's like, oh,
I was gonna go under and see cover. I thought we had a drive-by. Oh my God. Tres puntos in the house.
there it is.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that.
She coming out.
I was waiting for that.
The vatos came back. I didn't do it.
Damn, John, she reached for her purse. She about to get it all outside in here.
She'd be like,
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. And
Híjole.
then you want to give your Instagram or anything
So
they
guys,
can follow you?
Yes, if you guys are not following me yet, I'm on Instagram. It's Claudia 1971 Gabriella, and on TikTok it's Claudia Gabriela Colin. Facebook is the same thing, Claudia Gabriela Colin, and I think that's pretty much all that I have.
Yeah.
But
Appreciate you for coming.
Yeah, I
thank
appreciate
you so
you.
much. Thank you for having
you
me.
did
It was
great.
great.
Our slogan is "Shed the Sheep." So you're gonna look at the camera, and on 3 we're gonna say "Shed the Sheep."
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Shed the sheep. Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas.
I'm Rico Savage.
Melanie.
And I'm Claudia Gabriella Colin from the film Blood In, Blood Out. Mwah.
And we appreciate you coming
Yes,
out.
thank
It
you
was a
for
great interview.
coming.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we are out.
Peace.
You got